The hour has let me out of the studios for once, so I've come down to one of my favourite places in Scotland, the Lake of Menteith. Well, we're here again in the Lake Hotel at Menteith with Ian Fleming, proprietor. Ian, thanks for having us back.
Pleasure, Tom.
This time we're going to talk about wines to match with Christmas lunch. What's the first dish that you're going to present us with today?
We're starting off with a 3 salmon starter.
Ah, beautiful. Yeah. Couldn't get much more Scottish than salmon. Well, listen, I've chosen another white wine for this dish. I've chosen a white Burgundy, a Chardonnay grape from one of the most famous regions in France. But we've gone for a white, quite a full-bodied white, that I think is going to have the texture, the fruit, but still, again, the acidity to match with these dishes. It's a nice match with mine. The very gentle touch of oak sits quite nicely, but I've got a funny feeling this wine might be actually better with yours. How's it with the smoked salmon?
I think you're probably right. It actually works beautifully with the whiskey smoked salmon. Outstanding wine, creates a great match.
So Ian, we're moving on to the main event, the turkey.
Yeah, Tom, no surprises at all. Local butterball turkey, you can't beat it. Nice and simple, all the trimmings. There to be enjoyed by the entire family.
Fantastic, and matched with some parsnips, some roast potatoes, some nice cabbage there with some bacon through it, so looks lovely. Now listen, I've chosen a red wine to go with this dish, a Rioja. Rioja, one of the classic wines of the world, Spanish wine made mostly from the Tempranillo grape, which tends to be quite soft, quite fruity, has a little bit of that smokiness, and I think it's going to be perfect with this turkey. Quite a lot of deep smoky flavours in this wine, the vanilla, but I think, you know, the meatiness of that turkey does work pretty well with it.
It really does, and I think the stock jus gravy and the cranberry really help to bring out the flavours in that wine.
Well, the turkey was delicious, Ian, but we're coming to the highlight for me, the dessert, and it's traditional again.
Absolutely, no reason to change it again, and this time we are going with our traditional Christmas pudding, served with a brandy butter sauce.
It looks lovely. I mean, again, a really, really nice dish to match with a warm, rich dessert wine. Again, it's my rule of thumb, the darker the dessert, the darker the wine. So this time I've gone with a port. It doesn't come much more traditional than port. And this is the Fonseca Terra Prima port, from Portugal, of course. A little bit unusual in that this is an organic port made from organically grown grapes. And the port, it just has that cleansing quality again, because it's quite an intense kind of raisined flavour which kind of cuts through the Christmas pudding. And at first it almost seems like a clash to me between this sweet sauce, the brandy sauce, and then the port, but then it all starts to kind of meld together in your mouth and ends up, I think, tasting really quite nice. We've had a great day down here at the Lake Hotel, and I think the message that we take home to people is that they shouldn't get too hung up about matching every dish with every wine, but plan your wines with a little bit of care, and you can enhance every dish and hopefully make your Christmas go with a swing and go with a bit of a bang. Cheers, Ian.
Cheers, Tom.